Hi, welcome to TeaFairy Storytime. While I have this all set up and I'm still in my fairy garb, I thought I would share a couple more stories. I went to an Usborne book party this week online. My friend Candace was actually sponsoring it, and she had a lady named Cassie that helped her. But my friend Annie is also an Usborne representative, and these are just great books, and so I wanted to share some of them with you. I actually won some prizes, which was kind of exciting. I was the first person to attend, and it was all online, so I didn't actually have to leave my house, which made it so much easier. Anyways, I was the first person to attend, so I won a prize. Then, I don't know how I won the other prize, but I did. So I have two prizes that I won, and I'm super excited to read them. I also ordered two books, and one of them isn't really something I can read, but I'm going to show it off to you anyways because it's pretty cool. And then the other one, oh my gosh, I got to go get a flashlight for this one because it's so cool. So I will be right back. I'm going to go grab my flashlight. Oh my gosh. Big mag light. It's huge. Let's see if it's going to work. Can you see it? Ah ha ha. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ones that I won. You guys are going to have to stick this out. This is going to be a long story time. Probably not too long, but kind of long. All right, the first book is called Mind Your Manners, and it's by NICOLA Edwards and FERONIA Parker Thomas. I love bears. Bears are one of my most favorite animals in the whole world. Did you know that bears are part of the canine family, and canines are typically dogs? So it's kind of amazing that they're related, I think. Anyways, this one has a bear and a fox. Both of them are from the canine family. For my mom, who made sure I was a polite panda, even if I'm still a messy monkey. And that was from NICOLA Edwards. And for all my grandparents, and that is from FERONIA Parker Thomas. Her name is a little different. Mind Your Manners. And this is a Kane Miller division of EDC Publishing. And again, this is an Usborne book. Just look at this place. It's a nightmare. All this squawking and squealing and tears. Now, everyone, just stop right there. And all of you, prick up your ears. If we want to be happy together, we need to have all of the tools. Good manners make life so much better. They're not just some silly old rules. Now, no one likes mean, greedy grabbers. I'm sure everybody agrees. You won't get far being a snatcher. Polite pandas always say please. I'm going to show you just the panda page. Rude tigers soon stop getting presents. So when somebody does something nice, just say thank you, smile, and be pleasant. You won't find good things happen twice, or you will. You might find good things happen twice. I read that wrong. Sometimes even fairies make mistakes when they're reading. There's no need to stomp, clump, or crash by. You don't have to be large. You don't have to barge past so rudely. One small simple trick that you must try is to tap people and say, excuse me. Excuse me is a nice thing to say. We all make a mess of things sometimes, but if you've been a silly old snake, don't dither and slither. Have a strong spine and say sorry when you make a mistake. That's important. I'm sorry. Sometimes I make mistakes. Do you? We share the world with one another, so let's make it a friendlier place. There's no need to be squashing each other. Just like you, we all need our own space. And see how here the rhinoceros is taking up most of the bench, barely leaving room for the fox, but then here he moved over a little bit and left a little bit of room for the fox so that they can both sit comfortably. They're sharing the space. We don't have to start squawking like parrots. Learn the meaning of words. Don't be crude. Squawk, squawk. so you don't end up getting in trouble for parroting words that are rude. Oh my. Look, see how they're covering their ears so they don't have to hear the squawk, squawk. Dropping garbage and upsetting nature is not clever, cool, or funny. We all need to be good team players. That's the use. What's the use of one more selfish pig? Oh, I read that so wrong. Dropping garbage and upsetting nature is not clever, cool, funny, or big. This is going to be the rhyme here. We all need to be good team players. What's the use of one more selfish pig? That's the way that it's supposed to go. I didn't read it right. Okay, even if you're the messiest monkey, close your mouth when you're munching your food. No one wants to catch sight of your tonsils or your lunch when it's mashed up and chewed. If you want to be one of the cool cats, do try not to gross people out. Don't show your friends with a snot splat, or don't shower your friends with a snot splat, or go sneezing your germs all about, especially right now, right? Because of COVID, we don't want to be sharing germs with people. It's unkind to hurt anyone's feelings, so take care with the words that you speak and learn to read slow so you don't make so many mistakes, TeaFairy. Sing out all you like about sweet things, but keep mean, nasty stuff in your beak. It's okay to enjoy roaring loudly. We all deserve some time to play, but all lions should practice those soft growls for the quieter times of the day. And this says quiet area. It's a miserable life being crabby, like a grouchy old grizzly bear. Being unkind makes people unhappy, so be good to each other and share. See how good manners make our lives nicer? Why not brighten up everyone's day? Just look at this place. It's delightful, full of laughter and friendship and play. So that is the end of Mind Your Manners by NICOLA Edwards and FERONIA Parker Thomas. And again, you can find this on USBORNE Books. Oh, my nose itches. Sometimes my hair tickles me. I think it's trying to get in my eyes. All right, so USBORNE Books, Mind Your Manners by NICOLA Edwards. All right, the next one is The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar. And this is a Read With Us USBORNE book. It's a number 2. And I think that what that means is that these are like easy readers. And so a number 1 would be super easy. A number 2 would be a little bit harder. Whoa, look what's going on up here. I got things sticking up. I got like antlers. They're cool. I love this. This was made by a friend of mine who, her name is Jeanette. And she's so special and talented. Look at all those fluffy flowers. Isn't it fun? And it's got a little dangly thing here in the center. It's fancy. All right. And I got my soft furry sweater on. It's super soft. It's very snuggleable. And I got all my silly feathers. I love my feathers. Do you guys like feathers? Okay. Did you know that birds are related to dinosaurs? Speaking of feathers. Interesting stuff. Research it. Google it. Have your mom and dad help you look it up. All right. This is The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar, and it's by Russell Punter and illustrated by Andy ELKERTON. Pronunciate. The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar. This is a story about 5 dinosaurs. Sid. You see Sid? Spike. Ross. You see Ross? The light sometimes reflects bad. Ollie. And Rex. What kind of dinosaur do you think Rex is? Sid lived in the middle of a big forest. He liked living in the forest. He liked crashing through the brushes. Woohoo! He liked climbing tall trees. Yippee! And he liked splashing in the river. Wah-ha! But most of all, Sid liked scaring other dinosaurs. Roar! He had the loudest roar of all. Yikes! Whoa! One day, Sid went for a walk. He saw Spike, but Spike didn't see him. Spike was picking berries. These look juicy. Sid crept up behind Spike and gave a roar. Splat! Spike got covered in squishy berries. Ha ha, laughed Sid. That's not funny, Sid, said Spike. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way. Ross was catching fish. Come here, little fishies. Sid crept up behind Ross and gave a roar. Can you guys do that? Roar! Splash! Ross fell into the water. Ha ha, laughed Sid. That's not funny, Sid, said Ross. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way. Hee hee. Ollie was collecting eggs for her dinner. I'll have fried eggs tonight. Sid crept up behind Ollie, and what do you think he did? He gave a roar. Do it with me. Roar. Crack! Eggs went everywhere. Ha ha, laughed Sid. That's not funny, Sid, said Ollie. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way. Ho, ho! Then, when Sid got home, his throat hurt. The next day, Sid went for another walk. He saw Spike picking berries. Again. Sid crept up behind Spike, and he gave a roar. He couldn't roar. See? Crow. Spike laughed. Ha ha, Sid, you lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore. Sid went red in the face and tiptoed away. Sid came to the river. Ross was fishing again. Sid's throat hurt, but he still wanted to roar. He crept up behind Ross and he gave a croak. See? Croak. Ross laughed. Ha ha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore. Sid went red in the face and tiptoed away. Sid came to the tall trees. Ollie was collecting eggs. Sid's throat still hurt, but he wanted to roar. Didn't he? What do you think happens? Sid crept up behind Ollie and he gave a croak. Ollie laughed. Ha ha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore. Sid went red and ran all the way home. Sid didn't like being laughed at. It felt bad. He didn't like having a sore throat either. So he ate a spoonful of honey. He drank some warm water and he went to bed. What do you do for your sore throats? I take a spoonful of honey. Sometimes I drink lemon and honey aid. It's yummy. The next day, Sid's throat was better. He decided to visit Spike, Ross, and Ollie. I'll say sorry for scaring them, he thought. Then we can be friends. There he is. He's all happy. He's feeling better. Sid went to the berry bushes, but Spike wasn't there. That's odd. He went to the river, but Ross wasn't there. That's funny. Where are they? He went to the tall trees, but Ollie wasn't there. That's strange. They were at the bushes and the river too. Or they weren't Spikes. Too long. What? Oh, Sid saw some footprints. See down here, Sid saw some footprints. See how important it is to pay attention, folks. They were at the bushes and the river too. See the paw prints at the bushes and at the river? They weren't spikes. They were too long. They weren't Ross's. They were too wide. And they weren't Ollie's. They were too deep. Sid followed the footprints. The footprints led to, see, Sid followed the footprints, and there he is following the footprints, and the footprints led to a huge dinosaur called Rex. Please don't eat us, Rex. Rex had taken Spike, Ross, and Ollie home for dinner. Sid wanted to scare Rex, but did he have a roar? There was only one way to find out. He crept up behind Rex. He's brave. He gave his biggest, strongest, loudest roar. Rex was terrified. Whoa! He ran off and didn't look back. 3 cheers for Sid, cried the others. Hooray for Sid! His mighty roar saved us from that dinosaur. And this was edited by Leslie Sims. Again, this is an Usborne Publishing book, and it is for developing readers. You can see the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see them? No. Yeah, no, you can. And so this was a number 2. So this is for developing readers. And it was called The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar by Russell Punter and illustrated by Andy ELKERTON. Fun story. Maybe your little ones would enjoy reading it. I would suggest going to the Usborne website and finding it. All right. This is where the flashlight's going to come in handy. Are you ready? This is Secrets of Animal Camouflage, a Shine-a-Light book by Karen Brown and Wesley Robbins. Secrets of Animal Camouflage, Karen Brown, illustrated by Wesley Robbins. This is a Kane Miller and division of EDC Publishing. This is also an Usborne book. Some animals are good at hiding because of their color or patterns. This is called camouflage. You see the book? If you look closely among the flowers and trees on the seabed bed and in the grasslands, you may be able to spot hidden animals. Shine a flashlight behind the page or hold it up to the light to reveal the animals hiding in their habitats. Discover a world of great surprise. These busy bees are collecting pollen from the yellow and white flowers, but they need to be careful. Who is watching them? So first of all, just look at the bees. You see the bees, the flowers, and then if I shine the light, will it show it? Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's going to work on this. Oh, ah! I don't have enough hands. And I'm not sure if this is going to work on the camera, but I'm going to try. Are you ready? Can you see what's there? It was invisible, and there it is. Do you see it? And what's over here? Do you see it? Is it there? Maybe there we go. Do you see it? Now it's gone. And there it is. If I shine the light just below it, you can see it. It's a spider. There's spiders. 2 white-banded crab spiders are waiting to pounce. The spiders change colors to match the yellow and white flowers, so the bees don't notice them. That's good camouflage. A brightly colored trogon is perched in a tree. He is hungry and on the lookout for insects to eat. Can you spot any? Let's see if we can see them. Ready? Can you see the insect? Oh, I don't think this is working. Oh, there we go. You can see the insect. You see him? It's Rustle, rustle. A long, leggy walking stick is balancing on the branch. It looks just like a twig. The walking stick stays still all day. It moves at night when most birds are asleep. Shh. Something has disturbed this family of axis deer. Is something prowling through the grass? Can you see it? What do you think it is? It's a fierce Bengal tiger. Growl. You see his beautiful body? And when I move the camera or the light, it's harder to see it. But when I put the light underneath it, you can really see that tiger. There he is. It's a fierce Bengal tiger. He's orange. Her orange coat with long stripes makes her hard to spot in the tall golden grass. Oh, and look down here. You can see the baby tiger. Can you see the baby tiger? And how this works is on the other side of the page. Look at that. There they are. Isn't that cool? I love this book. And they have a whole bunch of these. They're called Shine a Light books. A Shine a Light book. Usborne. You should go check out their website. They've got a whole bunch of these. A nimble fox squirrel has scurried up this tree. He is searching for the hollow in the trunk where he will make a nest. Can you see what is covering it? Do you see the squirrel? Do you see what's covering the hollow? Let's see if we can see it with the flashlight. Ready? Oh, do you see it? It's an owl. There he is. What a cool owl. It's a screech owl. Her patterned feathers match the colors of the tree bark. The owl can stay very still. It makes it difficult to see her. And there you can see her in the black and white. Screech! A white-tailed deer is going deep into the forest to look for food. What is she leaving behind? Uh-oh. Do you see her? You see the white-tailed deer? There she is. That's the mama. And she's leaving something behind over here. Can you see it? Let's get out the flashlight. Ready? You see it? It's a baby deer. It's her baby, a fawn with red and brown coat and white spots. The color of its coat helps to hide it in the red-brown leaves. When the mother has found food, she will return to feed her fawn. In the grassland, a baby giraffe pulls the leaves from a tree. Who is eating the treetops? Way up here in the treetops. Can you see anything? Let's get out the flashlight. You ready? Whoop. Let's see if you can see it. What's in those trees there? Do you see the mama giraffe? Or maybe it's a daddy giraffe. It's the mother giraffe. Stretch. That's who she is. She lengthens her long neck to reach the topmost leaves. The dark markings on her light-colored coat help her to hide among the leaves and sunlit patches in the trees. This little green lizard is frightened. An owl is staring at it from behind the leaves. Can you see the owl's eyes? You think it's an owl? Let's find out. Look, you see it? What is it? What is it really? Is it an owl? No. It's okay. They're not really an owl's eyes. Just two large spots on an owl butterfly's wings. Flutter, flutter. By distinguishing itself, the butterfly protects itself from the lizard because lizards are scared of owls. But they will eat butterflies. What beautiful orchid flowers. Guess what? One of them is really an insect. Can you spot it? You ready for the flashlight? I need more hands. Okay, ready? Here we go. Can you see it? There's an orchid mantis looking just like a flower. You see it? It is pink and white, and 4 of its 6 legs are shaped like petals. This clever disguise helps to keep it safe. Snap. You see the orchid flower or orchid mantis? It's easy to mistake a Malayan leaf frog for fallen leaves. How many frogs can you see? There are 2. These horned frogs have skin that is folded to look like a leaf. It's the perfect disguise for hiding on the forest floor. Croak. Something wants to trap this fly. You see the fly? Can you see what it is? You see it? And there's its long tongue. Oh, slurp, this creeping green chameleon is the same color as the leaves. It has a long, sticky tongue that flicks out to catch insects. A herd of zebras race across the African plain. A lion watches them. Do you know why they all run together? The zebras run together in a group to trick the lion. It cannot see only one zebra among so many stripes, so it leaves the herd alone. You see the invisible zebras that are in there? They're mixed in. Hard to see. And there they are. On a cold, snowy day, 3 furry lemmings are searching for food. Who is watching them? You see who's in the snow there? It goes bark, bark. Look, there's its little feet. It's an Arctic fox. Its long fur grows thick and white in winter to keep it warm and hide it in the snow. In summer, its coat is thin and brown. That's kind of cool. I wish my hair turned white in the winter. A very strange creature with 8 legs is resting on the sandy seabed. Can you see what it is? You see it? This is one of my favorite pages because it really, really is so cool that you can't hardly see that octopus. And then there it is. It's a blue-ringed octopus. It can change the color of its skin to match the seabed. When it is frightened, blue rings flash on its body. The flashes tell other animals that it is poisonous. You see it? A group of tiny pygmy seahorses swim past a tangle of pink coral. How many seahorses can you see? Let's see if we can see. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The seahorses look just like the coral that they lived in. To stop themselves floating away, they grip the coral with their strong curled tails. Bubble, bubble, bubble. A small hermit crab scuttles across the sand. It has no shell of its own, but has borrowed an empty seashell to live in. Who is looking at the crab? Can you see who's looking at the crab? Here's the crab. Well, it's a beady-eyed flatfish called a, this is hard to pronounce, P-L-A-I-C-E, plaice. It has buried itself in the sand. First, it changed colors to match the seabed. Then it shook its fins to throw sand all over its body. So it's really, really disguised. People can use camouflage to wear clothing that is patterned in green, gray, and brown. It's a great disguise for nature watchers. Stay quiet, still, and hidden, and you might see animals up close. Can you see the people? There they are. They're hiding in the bushes. There's more. Too closely in the long grass, flowers, trees, or at snowy lands and into the ocean to spot animals hiding in their homes all over the world. It says to look closely. I pronounced it wrong again. Flower spiders. The white-banded crab spider that hides in the white and yellow flowers lives in North America. They eat the bees, flies, and wasps that visit their flowers. Lost in twigs. Walking sticks are from India, but some escaped pet walking sticks live hidden in bushes and trees in Europe, Africa, and the USA. Can you see the stick bugs? Stripes in grass. Bengal tigers hunt for animals to eat in the grasslands of India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. You see the little tiger? Brown and gray eastern screech owls nest in trees in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Their feathers are the color of tree bark, but they have large yellow eyes. See the little owl? Hard to spot white-tailed deer are from North America, but people have taken them to live in other places around the world. You see the little deer? Tall trunks. Giraffes live in the dry grasslands of Africa. The adults are so tall that they reach the treetops and look like parts of the tree with dark and light patches. And there's the giraffe. Almost done. Eye spots. Owl butterflies fly in the rainforests of South America. They sip the sweet juices of fruit and flowers. There's the owl moth. Snappy flower. Orchid mantises perch on orchid flowers in southeastern Asia. They eat other insects that land on the flowers. And there it is. You can see the little orchid mantis. Leafy disguise. Malayan leaf toads live in Malaysia, in the rainforests. They look like fallen leaves on the ground. And there he is. Hidden in color, green chameleons come from North America and Southern Europe. Their color and swaying motion make them look like leaves. There is the chameleon. Safety in numbers. Zebras roam the grasslands and woodlands of Africa. Because of their stripes, it's hard to see where one zebra starts and another one ends. There's the zebra. Summer coat. Arctic foxes live in the cold north of Europe, Asia, and North America. In summer, their fur changes to brown and is thin to keep them cool. And see, there he is. He's brown, but in the winter, he's white. Warning colors. Blue-ringed octopuses swim around the coast of Australia and Japan. They change colors to scare hunters. They have a nasty bite. There's the octopus. Did you know that octopi, that's what you call more than one octopus, octopi, they have little mouths like little beaks. Perfect match. Pygmy seahorses live on coral in the western Pacific Ocean. These small fish curl their tails around the coral that is exactly the same color as them. And see, aren't they cute? They're little dudes. Little dudes. Color changer. Plaice are fish that are found on the seabed in the seas around northern Europe. They change color to match sand or stone. And there's that little dude right there. And again, this is an Usborne book, and it is published by Quarto Publishing. And you can find www.kanemiller.com, www.edcpub.com, and www.usbornebooksandmore.com. And that'll all be in the comments below on this posting. And the last book that I wanted to show you, again, I'm not going to be reading this one. I'm just going to show you how cool it is. It's called the Usborne, the UNHURRY book. It's a relaxing activity book for busy brains, and it's illustrated by FREYA Harrison. And this book is just too cool. Not because it has blue pages. It has all kinds of activities. Here and now, sometimes when you have lots of thoughts swooshing around in your head, you stop noticing what's around you. A technique known as mindfulness can help you to focus and make those whizzing thoughts slow down. Being mindful is all about noticing what's happening now. Wherever you are, note down a few things you can see, smell, feel, and hear. Try it around your house. Wander from room to room and jot down things that you see, smell, feel, and hear. And then it talks about scientific researchers suggest that practicing mindfulness regularly can change your brain. It can decrease the size of the part of your brain that makes you feel stressed. This part is known as the amygdala. It can also thicken the part of your brain that increases your concentration and awareness, your prefrontal cortex. And then it has projects to do, like you can make an unhurry jar that has glitter in it, and it makes like a glitter swirl. Make yourself an unhurry jar and watch glitter swirl and sink every time you need to settle your thoughts. Look out for biodegradable glitter. That way, if you throw it away later, it won't harm the environment. Kind of cool. It has neat patterns to fill in color, and like a page to just draw cool scribbles and stuff on. It has, a place to write haikus. A haiku is a kind of poetry. Snow falls, people wait. Lights twinkle in warm windows as cold blows outside. That's one haiku. The other one says, trees are flowering, buds burst along tree branches, pink, magenta, white. And being that it's spring, this is so appropriate. I've been seeing all these blossoms on all the trees lately. And it has space where you can write your own haikus. And it tells you how many syllables are supposed to be in each one. And then it has yoga things. Be like a tree. And it teaches you how to do tree pose in yoga. And breathe in and breathe out. And it shows you some different activities on learning to do deep breathing, including blowing bubbles. Super fun book. Very, very cool. Here's a slow baking one. Baking bread is a restful type of cooking because you can't rush it. Dough needs time to rest and rise before you bake it. Follow this recipe to see for yourself. And it gives you a recipe and tells you how to bake bread. I would say that this book is probably for kids maybe 8 to 14. I don't know. Hard to tell. Cut and paste stories where you can cut out words and make your own story. Kind of neat. I mean, there's so many things in here that I would like to do. Here's how to grow a seed. Here's how to make, it says solving a puzzle takes focus and patience. Use a pencil and eraser to solve these math puzzles at your own pace. And they're math puzzles. Can you see them? They're kind of cool. Here's a grid snake. You can make a cool grid thing. Just so many neat ideas. A moon diary where you can keep track of the moon. This is a very cool book. It's called the Unhurry Book, and relaxing activity book for busy brains. And it is illustrated by Freya Harrison with expert advice from Dr. ANGHARD RUDKIN, clinical child psychologist at the University of Southampton. Whenever you see these symbols, you'll learn more, some of the science behind unhurrying. And let's see, edcpub.com, usbornebooksandmore.com. This is a book worth purchasing. I'm going to be gifting this to somebody very special. The Unhurry book. All right, guys, that's my Usborne presentation. I normally don't try to encourage you to go to specific groups like Scholastic or whatever. I mean, I try to let you know where you can pick up the books. And Usborne has so many good books, and you can become an Usborne representative, which is kind of fun. And you can host Usborne parties if you reach out to an Usborne representative. If you're interested in finding an Usborne representative, you can email me and I will connect you with the two that I know. And my email is TeaFairyStorytime@gmail.com. TeaFairyStorytime@gmail.com. All right, guys, that's story time. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going to go and get some sunshine. I hope you guys too. Bye.